A very warm welcome to everyone from the Creative Arts. We are very excited to join you again for another Facebook Live session. And I am delighted because I have so many lovely people joining us all the way from Reading, UK. Reading, I went to Reading many years ago, I think in 2003 for the WOMAD Festival. I have some lovely memories of that place. And I welcome all of you to Dramebazi. This event is the beginning of Dramebazi. It's a prelude to the festival that is starting on 27th. Dramebazi, as you all know, is International Children Theatre Festival, and it is being presented by the Creative Arts and Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry Arts Leadership Council. In fact, as I picked up as the Vice President of Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry Arts Leadership Council, I talked to my President, Bina Unnikrishnan, that how about making this international festival into our launch event. And Harbeen Arora, the national president, Wiki, said yes, because this seemed like a wonderful event to be presented as the launch event of National Arts Leadership Council. So here we are bringing to you together from the Creative Arts and Wiki, Dramebazi. The Creative Arts, I would like to share again with you, was established in 2002 to give formal theatre training to children and adults. So both of you from UK, we have children from age 5 to 70 years. Do you think 70-year-olds are children or young or adults? They are children. Let me tell you that secret. Because वो आप लोगों से भी ज्यादा बच्चे हो जाते हैं. So they are the most
They
naughty
say
in my class. And if they are watching, they know who I'm talking about. There are quite a few of them who are around 70 and they are the naughtiest. So it's, sorry, Jayanta, you were saying something?
yeah, I was saying that they say aging is mandatory, growing up is not, is optional.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think the child keeps coming out as we're growing older because
Absolutely.
by that time we are like, we don't care about anything. We've lived it all, we've done it all, and now we want to have fun. So, the creative arts conceptualized Dramebazi about 3 years ago. I, Ramanjit Kaur, the founder director of the Creative Arts, along with my colleague Vaishali Chatterjee Dutt, who is a writer, director, facilitator, course consultant for the children's courses at the Creative Arts, conceptualized this beautiful carnival along with me, and both of us together have been running it for 3 years now. This is the third year, season 3, and we are online and we've gone international. Look at this wonderful collaboration that we are having. So we are very excited to have all of you here with us, bringing to us Yellow Submarine. And in fact, in the afternoon, I was having a chat with Lee Thompson, a puppeteer from UK, and he said that he's looking forward to Yellow Submarine. So all you know, there are a lot of other people from UK who are already watching you. Of course, they are watching this from India as well. I would like to share with my viewers first and foremost about the concept of yellow submarine. Yellow submarine is a metaphor for the isolated world that we are living in and how children are adapting to the new normal. We talk about how these young adults are engaging themselves and finding fulfillment through their creativity. It comprises of children of various age groups performing music, both vocal and instrumental, dance, art, origami, and storytelling. In addition, we have Dr. Arghya Sarkel, a renowned psychiatrist, talking to us about various mental health issues prevalent in children during these times. We will also look at ways through which children can build up resilience to face hard times. Most important thing. Indulging, in fact, the other day, Janto and I and Indrani Lahiri, who couldn't join us today, who conceptualized Manav Utsav at Deep Montfort University. We were sharing that how empathy and resilience is so important in today's world. If you go back to our Facebook Lives, you will find that whole discussion over there. Indulging in creative arts improves their competence by developing specific skills, increases their confidence, builds connections with each other, thereby helping each other. All these enable children to cope with different situations by regaining control of certain aspects of their lives and works towards building their character. This really sounds like a beautiful project, and because Dramebazi this year is about environment and empathy, that's the theme of the festival, we were very keen to have Sangeet Foundation, Manav Utsav, and all these wonderful organizations from UK bring this project forward for us at Dramebazi and share it with all of you. I'm delighted to introduce to you Mr. Jayanto Ray, who was my first contact at Sangeet Foundation UK. And I have to thank my friend Shahenshah Mirza. Shahenshah, if you're listening, a big hi, and thank you so much for making this wonderful contact, which I can already see is going to turn into a very meaningful collaboration. So, Jayanto, hello, and let me introduce you formally. First, founder of Sangeet Foundation, Jayanto Ray is a senior IT professional and musician. What do you play or sing, Jayanto? You didn't tell me that.
Well, I do a little bit of bathroom singing, bathroom guitar playing, kind of a thing.
So that
So,
means even I can call myself a musician?
oh yeah, absolutely. All of us have music in ourselves.
So my theatre guru, Padma Shri Neelam Mansingh Chaudhary ji, and all the others who are ready to kill me because I sing. Now I'm going to do a bigger crime by calling myself a musician. And of course, Bhai Baldeep Singh ji, who is a big musicologist and he's been having I have attended 3 Baitaks of his as a participant. So all of them are going to kill me, but thanks to Jayanto, I'm going to call myself a musician just because I do this incessant bathroom singing.
Yeah, in fact, Sangeet Foundation is about, our
all the bathroom singers.
No, it's happiness through music and the arts. It's all about my music, my happiness. So I sing to make myself happy. So that makes me a musician for myself.
Right.
You see, and so I think everybody has music in themselves, and if that makes them happy, why not? You are a musician to yourself.
Okay, so well said. Jayanto's work has taken him around the world, including North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia Pacific, and has stayed in numerous countries, including Singapore, Brunei, and Hong Kong, finally settling down in the UK for the past 15 years. He has performed as a stage actor, singer, and musician in various parts of the world, including India, Singapore, Brunei, the US, and the UK. He, along with his wife Sutapa Ray, who I would love to meet very soon, Jayanto, where have you been hiding, Sutapa?
I wish I could get her on board right now.
And in fact, he has requested that after his introduction and what he has to say, he's going to vanish from here. So, people, please tell us, is it fair that all of us will continue this discussion, but Mr. Ray has decided to run away from here? Please type in the feedback below, in the comments below, whether we should allow him to run away or not. And in turns will help me get the message back. So, Sutapa Ray have founded the Sangeet Foundation that aspires to showcase that the power music and the arts have as a therapy for people suffering from plain unhappiness. To the more clinical mental health issues such as autism, ADHD, clinical anxiety, and depression. He has partnered with various media icons, for example, Padma Shri Aparna Sen as patron, Sangeet Foundation, artists, cultural organizations, mental health charities, universities, including De Montfort University, who is also a collaborator of Dramebazi, and the NHS to explore and research the impact of music and the arts. Over to you, Jayanto. And then I would like to introduce Rahul and Sagrika. And we have these lovely children, Anushka and Pragya, with us, who've taken out time to join us. So I will introduce each one of them, one after the other. So talking to you, Joyanto, what would you like to share with us about Sangeet Foundation? Of course, we have a brief, but what more insights can you give us about the organization and the project that we are here for?
Right. So essentially, Sangeet Foundation, like you said, it's about creating awareness about mental health because it's a very taboo subject. And what we use the music and the arts is as a bait to get people talking about this dry topic. You see, so it's a mechanism of getting people to talk about it. Music makes people happy. The arts make people happy. They get them focused. Keep talking about mental health. Keep it on the agenda because I believe that you know creating awareness can actually save lives. And we spoke about it the other day. I believe you need to be able to identify your Ravan. Who is that Ravan that you are fighting? Because if you can identify, then only you can decide how you would want to kill your Ravan. But if you don't know who the Ravan is, you won't know how to fight it. And with that in mind, it's Sangeet Foundation is about putting it on the agenda of people to talk about mental health, so that people start talking about it and they say, "What is this mental health? Then how do I identify?" And then it is about how do I address it. And to be able to do that, we have to start young with the children. So where the awareness has to be created, because what happens is when we get into when children, they don't understand any a particular idea or problem with another child or within themselves, they feel that there's a lacking in themselves or a lacking in another child, and the way they process it is either through bullying or through laughing at it or withdrawing or crying. There are various mechanisms they deal with it. But if they understand what they are going through, they create an empathy for themselves and for the person in front of them. So, and I believe, Sangeet Foundation is a charity. Charity begins at home. I would like to do charity for myself, my children, my parents, my brother, sister, my friends, my extended friends, their children, their brother, sister. I think if I can make a change in the life of one person, I
Yes,
have done my job.
yes,
And so with that, this project was about, and I won't steal the thunder from Rahul, but essentially the whole idea was to you know uh, is to create resilience amongst children, and that is what Manav Utsav is about. So how to
right.
create resilience, it's all to introduce this topic. So it's not about mental health, the dry topic, but it's about feelings, sad, happy, so that something which the children can process, and they can slowly understand that it is okay. Like you pointed out the other day,
Yes,
it's okay not to be okay. And it's a very, very telling kind of a point to say the children start understanding that if they do feel something, they need to reach out for help. It's a cry out for help. It is not a lacking in you. It is something that you need to get help, and you are entitled to that help. And it is okay. You will not be judged. It is not something to be judged. And if you see somebody else in front of you, that's a cry out for help from that person, and that creates empathy. And that's the whole idea about this particular project.
wonderful. It's a lot of good work that you're doing. And, this is something that helps humanity. This is something that brings in more happiness, more peace. And you've rightly pointed out, Joyonto, that what can we do individually or a small act, even if I can make one person happy. So a lot of times we question ourselves that, what can I do alone, or this won't change because it's only me and no one else is thinking. I would say that each individual effort makes a difference, because we are talking about a ripple effect. Once you throw
Absolutely.
a drop into the ocean, there will be an endless ripple effect. And do not ever doubt the power of that ripple effect. So go ahead, do your little bit in whatever way possible, and it will make a difference. Another thing that Jayanto pointed out, that there are many other events that young organizations, organizations of young people have created at Dramebazi. One is No Norma on 31st July. They are doing this panel discussion. It is okay to not be okay. Let's talk about it. Whether we are children or adults, if we are not feeling okay, it's all right. It's all right to cry. Stop saying all the time that I am fine. Address if you're not feeling fine. Share it with someone. And we also shared the other day that the other person who is listening to someone who's not feeling well at that point of time must not judge. Just listening is healing. It is healing the other person just because you're listening. So let's think about those things. And there's another top-notch organization from US who's creating a beautiful forum. They are going to talk about where do I belong. So where do I belong is all about these communities who have migrated. Look at all of you who are not in their first homeland or where their ancestors were right from the beginning, but they have migrated to different places. So the question is, where do I belong? Where is my home? Is home where the heart is? So it talks about inclusivity. And in fact, very interestingly, there's an interesting um, forum on podcast and radio jockeying, but the topic that they have created, Michelle, Sunil Bhandari, and Jimmy Tangri, is eavesdropping and confessions. So confessions again is talking about what's going on in your heart, right? Now, moving on to Rahul Banerjee, who created this wonderful project that we are going to watch in a few minutes, Yellow Submarine. And I would like to formally introduce Rahul. Rahul Banerjee heads Europe sales for Oracle's revenue management and billing project for financial services. I want some advice from this
Yeah,
person.
sure.
And has worked extensively the last 10 years with banks and other financial services providers, helping resolve their pricing and invoicing issues. I'm definitely going to ask for help from this person.
Not a problem.
Prior to Oracle, Rahul was a program manager with Procter & Gamble, Germany, in their supply chain management division. Rahul was an active squash player before the lockdown and hopes to be back on court once the lockdown is lifted.
Absolutely.
In his spare time, Rahul plays the guitar and sings with his band Decibels UK.
Yes.
So
Yes.
here we do have a musician who is a musician
We-
who does
yeah.
play the guitar in a band.
I have ventured
Unlike the
slightly outside the bathroom. Absolutely. Yeah.
slightly outside the bathroom, unlike Jayonto. Jayonto's secret also we have to bring it out eventually in another session. Rahul completed his bachelor's in computer engineering with honors from the University of New South Wales in Sydney and his full-time MBA from London Business School.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. And it's
Yeah.
interesting that someone coming from finance, I always like these relationships and marriages of finance and art, science and art, engineering and art.
Yeah.
So that's great, Rahul, that coming from a completely finance field, you have indulged into a very artistic project and an
Yeah.
extremely meaningful at that. And we would really like you to share at this point of time about the project and how did it come to
Sure.
your mind and
Sure.
what was the conceptualization behind it?
I would like to think that it was a stroke of inspiration, sudden genius inspiration, but it wasn't like that, anything like that. But it was essentially you were on the phone, Jayanta and me, and we were discussing as to what are some of the programs that you see today online, right? And many of the programs today are focused on adults and how good they can perform, etc. But there really wasn't any, I would say, children-oriented programs, at least when we talked, right? Now, obviously, Team Montfort University and Sangeet Foundation are doing more of these. And so we got talking, and we started thinking and talking about sort of the mental aspect of it, right? The happiness, the sadness, the joyous times, the uncomfortableness, the comfortableness, etc. So we thought, why don't we mix these two together? Because end of the day, I mean, children bring a lot of happiness into our lives.
Yes.
I've got a three and a half year old, and
I've
he's
got
constantly.
an 8.5-year-old
There you go.
who
Yeah.
brings life to our lives.
Exactly. So, and exactly that. So when we were discussing this on the phone, we said, hey, why don't we look at a program that's just purely curated, for and by and done with children as performers and acts, right? And that's kind of where we started looking at the concept, and yeah, that's kind of where we got to, and then we named it, Yellow Submarine. So, yeah.
Yeah. So how did you, meaning what was the process you're looking at, and what were
Sure.
the ideas that came to your mind? How would you like to execute it? Or yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, from a name perspective, I mean, when we were thinking about what can we name it, I mean, Yellow Submarine is a very famous song by the Beatles. Sir Paul McCartney wrote it, right?
Yes.
And he explained very in a very succinctly, right, when he wrote it in 1966, that it was nothing but a very simple yet different children's song, right? And he said, hey, I was the idea of the Yellow Submarine kind of came in when I was sleeping one night. I woke up and I thought, hey, wouldn't it be nice to have all the children in a yellow submarine singing, being merry, being happy, being joyous, and that's how he wrote that song, right? And so yeah, and with the history of that conversation with Joyanto, and I was having, we thought, hey, today these days, right, we almost feel like we are kind of in a very isolated type of environment, yeah, because of COVID. You're either with your family only, and you don't really get to see and meet friends. So there's a physical separation between us and all our relatives, close relatives and friends. And we thought maybe by naming it Yellow Submarine, we could break down that physical wall that exists and make it a bit of a larger room than just our sitting room, and make it into a large yellow submarine. Where children can come in and really showcase their talent. They can share the joy. They can, have fun. And during the process, and I'm sure Sagarika will talk about it. I mean, we had great fun. We had meetings every Tuesday for the last 6 weeks or 5 weeks. And the first half an hour was just chit chatting, as in, Adda, as you would probably know, right? And then some serious work, and then again Adda, and then we met again every Tuesday, and we kind of brought this, for our audiences. So yeah, that's the background.
In fact, addas are the ones where the real creativity happens.
Absolutely.
Because that's when we are really sharing and things are coming out of our heart. And
correct. Over a cup of tea, preferably. So
how long you've been working on it? What did you say?
I think so. About 3.5, 4 weeks. Sagarika, I think it was about 4 weeks. Right?
3.5, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Excellent. And that brings us to Sagarika Golder, who is the writer and director of The Yellow Submarine. Dr. Sagarika Golder completed her master's in journalism from the University of Calcutta. Oh, you're a Calcuttan.
Yes, I'm a Bengali.
Yes, of course, all of you are. I mean, Joyanto is, and you are, and I have been interacting with few more Bengali friends over here. She topped the university and was awarded the Santosh Kumar Ghosh Medal by the Calcutta Journalists Club and a gold medal by the Public Relations Society of India. So those are a lot of gold medals, right? Do you think we can fund our artistic projects?
That was long ago.
So it's worth more now, right?
I hope so.
I think university should give us real gold medals so that we can convert it for our good projects. And that's when the gold medal will really make sense. To me, at least, Calcutta chapter. Okay, Public Relations Society of India, Calcutta chapter. Dr. Golder was always interested in the field of women's studies and so completed her PhD degree in journalism as a UGC Research Fellow from the University of Calcutta on the topic Women and Mass Media, with special emphasis on electronic media. So this is another area, Sagarika, where we can have a chat later, because I would like to share with you that the Creative Arts started all women theatre troupe in 2011. It's almost 8 or 9 years now. It received National Award, Ladli National Award for Gender Sensitization.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a lot of work of bringing women who were not from the theater background to doing theater almost at a professional level.
That's
So,
amazing.
and there are a lot of personal stories woven into that project and a lot of journey that has happened in the last 8 years. So
Oh,
it'll
that's
be
so
interesting
wonderful.
to,
Yeah, yeah. I would love
yeah,
to be a
sure.
part of that. Yes.
She joined the Indian Space Research Organization Ahmedabad as a social researcher and was associated with Jhabua Development and Communications Project and several other projects. She conducted the first ever independent study on utilization of telemedicine sponsored by DECU, ISRO, and was also involved with the policy making of the Science Channel. Lot of cross work, cross fields. She now lives in London and works with Sangeet Foundation, an organization working in the field of music and mental health. We've already said that. Currently, she is directing and script writing audiovisual projects for Manav Utsav, a digital festival for the South Asian community organized by De Montfort University, Leicester. A keen traveler, she has traveled widely, I was saying wildly, almost all over India and Europe, East Asia, Middle East, South Africa, South America, etc. Over here, I would also like to quickly share about Manav Utsav 2020. Unfortunately, Indrani Larry is not here with us. She had an emergency and had to go off. But she's the one who's conceptualized Manav Utsav 2020, and that's why we are here. So before we um, listen to what Sagrika has to share with us, quickly I'll introduce Manav Utsav 2020. It's a collaborative research initiative at De Montfort University, Leicester, led by Dr. Indrani Larry. The festival was launched for the first time on digital platform to celebrate the South Asian Heritage Month in United Kingdom. This collaborative interdisciplinary research project examines novel ways in which the digital public sphere is shaping individual and community resilience during the COVID-19 pandemic and aims to identify pathways to recovery. Very important. We are working with academic and non-academic partners from the UK and India to research the use of digital media for cultural production amongst the South Asian community. And this will be covered a lot in our webinars, Sagrika. So please do join us from 27th onwards. The research project particularly pays attention to the unexplored, underexplored territory of community resilience, building through arts and music on digital platforms by the South Asian community in times of pandemic. On Friday, July 24th, we have partnered with Sangeet Foundation, one of the leading community organizations working on mental health and children's stories, a digital community for children and parents, De Montfort University, to produce Yellow Submarine, directed by Mrs. Sagrika Golder. That's what we're talking about, the project that we're going to watch now. The major idea behind Sangeet Foundation was to set up a charity and a mission that will address these issues through the medium of music, which we believe has unique power to soothe minds and ease out distress over time. That's what we've been talking about. So here we are with the briefs of Sagrika's work profile and what Manav Utsav is all about. Let's hear it from Sagrika about her direction and working on the Yellow Submarine project.
Okay, so yeah, I always tell everyone, or Joyanto is our idea man. So he comes up with an idea, and we are all foot soldiers. We all try to implement the ideas in whatever way we can.
Right.
So that's what happened this time. He suddenly calls up and says, let's do something with children, and that's always been my favorite, area of work as well. So I said, why not? And then we joined hands with De Montfort University. They were doing this, children's stories during the time of COVID. So they had some performances by children, and we had some performances by children. And then Rahul, me, and Jayanto got together, brainstormed. We got in the other children and their parents. Parents are very important, you see, because they are the driving force behind the children.
Yeah.
And especially during these times when we're talking about all of them being in a confined space. So how do parents together with children create something that will give everyone joy? So
Right.
we then, of course, how the name Yellow Submarine came around. And then we got the performances. We thought what all we should include. It should be an eclectic mix of not only songs and dance, but a little bit of storytelling, a little bit of origami. So we have all that in the program, which you're going to see. And all that is, woven together, strung together by a script which talks about empathy, which talks about humanism, which talks about resilience mostly. Because we had these performances and we didn't know, how to put it together. And then we got together in one of the Tuesday meetings, and then Rani Bhattacharya and others came up with this idea of why don't we talk about resilience, the C's of resilience: competence, confidence, connection, character, etc., etc. So that's what the whole project is all about. And it was absolutely a great fun doing it. And
Yeah.
I've worked with Pragya before. This is the first time I'm working with Anushka, but it was so much fun telling them what to do, having a Zoom conference. And I mean, it was really enjoyable, and I hope the kids enjoyed as much as I did. But that
I'm
you will have
sure
to
they did.
hear from the children. So
Right.
yeah, that's what most of it is. These days people say that we are all in the same boat. But personally, I believe we are not in the same boat. We are weathering the same storm, but we are in our different boats. We have all of us have our little yellow submarines, and we use that to spread joy and laughter. So that was the basic idea.
Very well expressed, Sagrika. And Jayanto, I have a request over here. Our screening of the Yellow Submarine is scheduled for 8:30, and it is 8:30 now. So I request if your team could reschedule it to 8:45, because I feel that behind the scenes and the process conversation is so much important, or as important, if not more, um, as the performance itself is. So if you all of you agree, we could spend few minutes more talking to each other and then linking up. So if Jayanto, you could kindly send the message to the team to reschedule it on YouTube. Audience, you all have the links on our all our platforms. There's a new link that has been set up, and Jayanto is going to request the team to reschedule it to 8:45 p.m. because I still want to hear what Anushka and Pragya have to share with us. And
Absolutely.
over
So
here,
would you,
Sagrika, yeah,
yeah, would you be doing it Facebook Live as well over from your page, or how does it work?
I don't know whether YouTube will give us
All right.
Facebook
Okay.
Live. We will
Understand.
check those links, but I have written it on my Facebook
Sure.
timeline that this is the link where they can go and watch it. So all the viewers are requested to go on that YouTube link and watch the live. And then we will try to put the recording later if the team
Sure.
agrees. So, Sagrika, that's wonderful, description of the process or sharing of the process.
Thank
I
you.
feel that, these kind of activities, because we're sitting in front of the screen, what needs to be done is to have some physical activity. So that's what we at the Creative Arts have been doing, making them run, making them create pieces in the corners of the
Oh,
house, all that kind of stuff we've done. And some of it we will share at the inaugural event. And we look forward to having all of you. The invitations should follow tomorrow. The event,
great.
the inaugural is on 31st July. So, and we would love the children also to join us for the inaugural event.
Sure.
So, when you say origami and talking to each other, I think those are the kind of engagements that takes away the box fatigue, the screen
Absolutely.
fatigue, because
Yes.
you're either indulging in emotions or you're doing a physical activity,
Physical
which is
activity.
not just sitting and engaging with this box.
Mm.
It's something more than that, it's something else. So I'm sure that uh, what you expressed just now, that must have been a little release of
Oh, yes.
emotions and physicality.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Coming to Anushka now. Anushka is a 9-year student and is a year 9 student, grade 9, 14-year-old in Reading, UK. Anushka has been the head girl of a school. All of these people are achievers. I'm feeling I better run away from here. and is a keen debater. She has won many awards in karate and enjoys painting and baking. Music has always been something she can associate herself with, and she loves to create her own compositions. What kind of compositions, Anushka?
Sometimes when I'm just alone in my bedroom and I just have my keyboard or my ukulele, and I don't know, sometimes I just like to play stuff and they match together or sound good by mistake,
Lovely.
and they just work out sometimes.
So, I would like you to share your experience working at this project, the Yellow Submarine. Why did you end up doing it? What attracted you to the project? Was it difficult, not difficult? And whatever you want to share about the process. But also, after you do that, and after we've talked to Pragya, if we still have 2 minutes, I would like you to share a composition with us.
I don't think I
So go
have
ahead.
those conversations with me though now.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I don't have any of the instruments with me, but I will try to send it to you personally.
Okay, let's hear about the process.
When I was initially approached about this idea by my mom, I wasn't very keen because she tends to make things very, very boring.
Acha, mommy, don't listen, run. She didn't mean it.
But then 3 weeks ago, Jonathan uncle called and he started explaining to me about how people he was close with had gone through some mental health problems, and music was the thing that healed them. And this idea resonated with me a lot because I know how important mental health is to like teenagers like me. Because personally, music has always been a safe place for me. As sometimes when I've like felt out of sync, I would just listen to my favorite song or play my ukulele, and the sour thoughts would just like completely disappear. And like since I was like 4 or 5, I've always music has just been part of my life. And for in terms of this program, I met Shagurita auntie and Rahul uncle when we were like doing the rehearsals. They helped us doing everything, like for the entire program, and it was a lot of fun working with Pragya because I haven't done a program like this in over a year's time since I moved here. So overall, it was really fun to do this and know that this would make a change and would spread awareness about mental health.
I really admire all of you working on this project because it is going to resonate with so many people. And what was the best part that you liked about the process?
The best part would probably be when one of us, me or Pragya, would like make mistakes during the rehearsals, and then everyone would kind of joke around about it because at the end of the day, all of us were having fun, but also spreading the word with it. So I guess that would be one of like my
So,
favorite.
another question that I asked you before we went live, what made you join this? Was it the pretty face of Sagrika ma'am or
Yes, very, very pretty face of Shagurita.
isn't it? I mean, you should say,
Yes.
oh, she looks so lovely. Let me just join this.
No. They were partly forced by us and their mothers. So we really wanted them to be part of the project.
Okay, that's her side of the story, right? Anushka, that doesn't necessarily have to be your story.
That
So
is kind of
coming,
true.
right. Coming to Pragya, who is 9 year old. She lives with her parents in Derby. She's very passionate about singing, dancing, and reading. She's involved in various charity fundraising activities at such a young age. So much work and good work. So tell us, Pragya, this another very important project that you worked in. How was the process? What did you enjoy the most? And why did you join? Because of Sagrika ma'am or Rahul sir? Why did you join? Or was it just you? And also, how was the process and what did you enjoy the most?
Well, when my mummy first told me that I was going to be taking part in Yellow Submarine, I felt kind of nervous because even though I have done narration before at school with my friends and outside of school with my mummy, I think this is the time, and this is the first time I'm doing it virtually.
Yeah.
When I first read the script, I suddenly had that happy boost, and you suddenly feel happy all of a sudden. Because I really liked the script, and it was really interesting and quite funny.
Cool. Looking forward to it. So, did you have fun working with each other?
Yes, a lot.
And what was your favorite part, or favorite day, or favorite moment that you remember?
Well, my favorite, the funniest bit in the rehearsal was in the script. And it was when Anushka started talking gibberish, and she was actually trying to make a rough translation from a Goan folk song, and she tried to translate it into English, which turned out to be quite funny. But then on a serious note, I think being a narrator was what I enjoyed the most. Having the opportunity to introduce all these talented and entertaining people to all of you makes me feel really happy.
That is very eloquent. Thank you so much. But we still have 2 minutes, and I would request either Rahul or Anushka to kindly sing something for us.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Because we
Go
do
on,
not
Anushka.
definitely
Rahul
want to
and
go
Go.
on to the bathroom
no.
singer.
So,
Yes.
Ramanji,
Rahul
just a quick point. Just a quick point. Sorry for interrupting. I think we have not been able to reschedule the show. The
Yeah.
show
Okay,
is
let's
on,
go.
but I'm sure people can go back and slide back in the YouTube and start from the beginning. So
Sure.
I think because of the scheduling, the way it works, they say the good thing
Yes,
about technology
if you
is that it
can't
sometimes
change it,
works.
then it runs at that
Yeah.
point in time, which is wonderful. So people, you can leave this screen and quickly rush to YouTube. And if you've missed it, you can go back and start it from the beginning and start watching it. But I'm still going to try and make one of them or both of them sing. I'm not leaving this screen. So Anushka, you can go ahead, get your instruments, and Rahul, why
Anushka,
don't
go
you
first.
sing something for them? Please, go.
Rahul uncle is
I'll-
We
okay, not
have
me.
2 simultaneous shows going for us,
I'll
going
try.
on for us.
Incidentally, Rahul's 3-year-old is a wonderful drummer. So,
Wow, I wish
yeah,
I
the
knew I would
father-
have gotten her.
it's a son, but the father and the son, they really jam together, and it's amazing to watch that. Yesterday he sent
Rahul, why don't you give him a shout and ask him to join you?
Yeah, I think he's downstairs being his naughty self. So
Next time, very soon.
can you hear the guitar or?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
You caught
Thank
me by
you so
surprise, so I was
much.
going up and down, but
No, and I thank you for being so spontaneous and such a sport.
worries.
Anushka, how about you?
I don't have any of my instruments now. They're all in
Get
India.
them. I gave you.
I'll-
No, they're all, they're all in
Well,
India. We were supposed to get them this month, but then Corona happened, and now we
Well,
can't.
sing without the instruments.
Yeah,
They
sing
are
without.
your
She's a wonderful
compositions.
singer.
sing without
Yeah,
instruments.
they are your
Yeah.
compositions. Come on, let inspire others, inspire
By
children.
the way, she's also on the show.
Yeah.
She's singing on the show.
Go ahead.
Can I
One
sing
for us.
any song? I
Yeah,
haven't
any
written
song is
songs
fine.
yet, but
Yeah.
there's Someone You Loved by Louis Capaldi, which I've sung before, and it's a really like meaningful song. So I'll like probably do like 10 seconds of that. I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to help, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. Let my guard down, and you pulled it up. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love.
Wow.
Amazing.
Voice. And where do you
Wonderful.
live in India?
Very good.
I was in Kolkata.
Okay, okay. So thank you so much, team. It is so wonderful to connect with all of you all the way from UK. Please be there for each and every event for Dramebazi starting from 27th, which are webinars. So Anushka and Pragya can tell their parents to be present at the webinars. And if you want to be too, then 31st, 1st and 2nd. I request the audience to quickly go and check all our platforms. The registration links are up. The pricing is very, very small. It's 499 rupees, which is 5 point something pounds. So it's less than a cup of coffee, and you're getting so many events and workshops by so many different artists from all over the world. We have India, UK, USA, Iran, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Australia. Artists from all over the world presenting, performing, and giving you workshops. Do not miss it for anything. The workshops have limited seating, and we are working with so many organizations, and it's only 20 per workshop. So go ahead, click it tonight, this very night, and get your season pass in your hand so that you do not miss it. All the very best. Thank you,
Thank you so
Jayanto,
much.
Thank you
Pragya,
very much, Ramanjit.
Anushka, Sagrika, and
Thank you so much.
Rahul for
Thank you.
being here with us. Thanks, Jayanto. And we look
Here,
forward to the Yellow
always.
Submarine. Let's
Thank you.
Absolutely.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay then.
Okay, bye bye.
Thanks.
Bye.